Man,
Hey, yo, what up? Welcome to the Next to Flex Sports Podcast, where we bring you the latest in sports, expert analysis, and hot takes. Here we go for another Tuesday home edition. We're going to go around. Let's start with my man Sean over here. What up, Sean?
what it do? What it do? PSG in the building. Look here, happy belated Father's Day, fellas, and let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, yo, what up, D Nice? What's good, man?
What up? What up? Glad to be back. Like I said, hope y'all had a good weekend. Good Father's Day.
What's up, new guy? That's the new guy, right?
The new guy.
Yo, Josie, what up, L Train?
What's the deal? I'm here. It's the lifeblood. You know what it is. Tuesday.
Going
Yeah,
up.
Bezel over there in the corner rocking a Bulls hat, man. What up, Bezel?
What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was.
That's a crab fucking what's the name, right? Turn it upside down.
Cam's here.
And that's Kevin.
Without further ado, Kev. What's up, Kev?
What up?
Oh man,
All right.
I swear your shirt cussing at us, but go.
I know. I had to take a double take.
Y'all know my man, Chief Rocker #1. That's what it is.
Nice.
It used to be a handle on
It still is. On everything.
Black Planet.
Black Planet.
Like I said, on everything. Everything in the 90s and 2000s.
The go-to.
All right, I'm your host, O, and everything is produced and set up by Bezel over there. With the
Over
hat
there.
on. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. The OKC, they tied it up 4-4, and then they took a commanding 3-2 lead last night with a 120. What's that? 109 win. J-Dub 40 points, man. J-Dub 40 points. Shea did his normal 31, man.
It was a hard 40 points, though, wasn't it? Like he worked for every one of them points, didn't he?
Yeah,
like it wasn't
especially in that
easy
second half.
shots. I mean, it was hustle. It was everything.
Mm-hmm.
He earned all of it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask y'all: Is that it? Is it over with this 3-2 lead? Is it over?
I picked OKC in 6, so it should be over.
Well, then you
Well,
said
Halliburton. Well, Halliburton on a gimpy leg. It's over, man. It's over. Hey, it was a good run though.
Good leg or not, we're gonna be over with.
Thank you, B.
No, I'm saying they could have gone to a game 7. If Halliburton healthy, they could possibly go to a game 7 and at least get one more game. I don't know if they can win this game without Halliburton if he don't play. I mean, it's still early. He may play, but if he doesn't play, it's gonna be rough. Although the backup did play well, 18 points. I mean, he played well. He was hot.
He got a
But that's
ceiling.
different when you're back.
Say, yo, he was balling, yo.
He got a
He was
ceiling.
playing hard.
TJ McConnell, he was balling, man.
He
I thought
was.
they
He
should
got a
have
ceiling.
went more.
Yeah.
They should have went more to him in the fourth quarter.
He carried him. I mean, he
balling.
kind of warmed himself out, but he carried him second half.
Man. So
It was your
what
boy.
you
It was
say,
your boy
Kev?
who turned the ball over. They were down by 2. Dude, this was throwing. He was throwing the game away. Who we talking about in the chat?
Yo, listen, man.
Yeah, it was. He is throwing. He throwing passes. He threw like
Listen,
3
man.
bad passes
Hey.
in the fourth quarter.
But listen, man, OKC is like the best defense. If you want to talk analytics, they're the best defense ever by differential. So you're gonna turn the ball over. Them mofos get steals, man. Caruso and J-Dub. Yeah, you're gonna turn the ball over, man. I mean,
But those were timely turn. He didn't even look for a shot. I mean, he was just like, he was just at that point in the game, you gotta take the shot. I'd rather take a brick rather than turn the ball over, give an easy layup. Come on, dude.
We'll see. Let me tell you. We talk about offense and the way Indiana plays, right? It's that team ball, everybody eat type of thing, right? They don't play that ISO heavy ISO go at you one-on-one stuff. That's what got them here, the team ball, but they don't play that way. So you thinking down in the stretch, somebody like Siakam should be getting the ball. He's just playing in the offense, and it's everybody eat. So I mean, this is what got him there, man. I mean,
Yeah, you can't
You
change
just
your
can't-
offense in the middle of the fourth quarter.
I'm not saying change the offense, but timely
I mean,
turnovers when you're making a run cost them the game. You know what I'm saying? They was down
Yeah,
by
but
2
if you
points.
pass-
and the
if
time-
you
timely
putting
turnover.
the ball out there in harm's way, passing the ball, and they play the passing lanes, that's what their defense is, and they coming
get the
out.
ball in your best dude, right?
Yeah. But
Joseph,
they playing
How-
they playing right into OKC's hands. They passing, trying to drive and dish, drive and move, and motion offense. That's what they doing. They playing the passing lanes. You're gonna have turnovers, like Obo said. You're gonna have turnovers, dog.
You're gonna have a lot. You're gonna have a lot.
I understand it was a timely, but everybody had. I mean, a few had timely turnovers in all the games. Like you can't just pinpoint him and just be like, "Oh, it was him." I mean, they missed some timely shots. They missed some. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say that OKC played good defense down the stretch and they won the game.
OKC
That's true,
definitely
too.
played defense,
That's true,
right?
too.
But
Yes,
I think what Darius is trying to say is that the boy Nimhart, he been playing fantastic. Like I've not seen him be like I say someone's unflappable. Like he was unflappable. He was calm. He was poised. He made the big plays until the last 3 minutes of that game, and you can see the man's confidence drop. You can see it. He was getting with the ball. He wasn't the same player he was, and it got to him. It's not a knock on him at all, but the pressure definitely got to him because you can see it. His confidence was not there. Dribbling up the court, he was stopping across half court instead of like doing what he normally do. He was a little bit shook, and it happens. It happens.
So,
Yeah.
so let me ask just on that real quick. So should have Carlisle made an adjustment?
Nah,
Take
because
him out,
Well, he plays good
move him
defense.
around.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays good defense. So
Yeah, what adjustment you
I don't
gonna
know.
make in that situation? Except for what Omar said,
you don't take him out. No.
unless you're gonna just turn into a ISO, give it to Siakam and see what he can do type of offense.
Yeah, but they were collapsing on him real bad. So yeah.
Okay, so all right, so
Let me ask you something though. He said timely turnovers. You said timely turnovers.
That's what
I
he
did.
said.
They were. The momentum was shifted. They cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah,
Turn the ball over,
They
throwing
wanted
the
to go back.
Halliburton.
My thing is,
The momentum
they
shifted. Got
they
to 10.
had-
It got
they
to 10 real quick, and then that
Yeah.
was it after that.
but the thing is, the turnovers was a problem the whole game. They had 23. They had 23 turnovers that game. Six
But,
of them.
like I said, OKC turns everybody over. But at the end of the game, when it's crunch time, you making a run, and then you down by 2, and then the momentum just shifted right after that. The last turn.
But I would come back there with what B was saying. Like, I mean, 23 turnovers. I mean, just because it's in the last 3 minutes, don't mean those are the only timely turnovers. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
That's why it's timely.
basketball, it's
That's why
crunch
it's
time.
timely. Yeah.
no, I understand.
That's
What I'm
crunch.
saying is-
Exactly.
What I'm saying is, I said those are not the only timely turnovers. If you're coming down, let's say you're making a run in the third quarter, and you get down to 2, and then all of a sudden it sprints to 10. That's timely.
But it didn't though. It didn't.
If it happens in the middle of the fourth quarter, it's still timely turnovers. That's what I'm saying. Those in the end of the game, what a person say when you lose by 1? Well, we had plenty of times before early in the game to do this, and this. You understand what I'm saying? It's not because it's not. I say it's not because of that timely turn, but it's not because of that one. It was 23 of them. Omar said it earlier. Siakam had 6. That's a lot.
Oh, let me just say.
ball.
Let
You
me just
understand what
say
I'm
it like this, right? Like, hey, y'all right. The turnovers are a big problem, and that's exactly, and like Josie said, that's you playing into their hands, right? But what the point I was making with Indiana is that team ball where everybody eats, you constantly looking for open shots because you can get them, right? But like Josie said, that's kind of playing in their hands, so they get those costly turnovers. Now, a team like give Shea the ball and let him go to work. It's one if you can go to crunch time when y'all talking about them, you getting them costly turnovers. If you got a go-to man, and you just fuck all that, just jump it into him, give me a bucket. That make a hell of a difference. I mean, like we said, the team play got Indiana here, but not being able to like get ISOs with Siakam down there, their best guy. I mean, Halliburton hurt. Halliburton don't shoot enough. When he was healthy, he wouldn't. It's like you're looking for an A+ open shot, but against a team like this, you got to take those B shots too. And trust your money dudes to hit them. That's all it is. They don't do that, right? They're always looking for open shots. But all y'all right, man. I mean, all that shit is the play here. But, you know.
They're gonna have to cut down on them 23 on the next one.
And so the only way they can win is cut down on them turnovers, like y'all said. But the main guys got to be able to get buckets when it counts.
Step up. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And not go scoreless for a whole half and all that shit. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Halliburton have a field goal.
Play better, man.
Yeah, he struggled this game.
Let me ask you this: so if he had 4 points, right, the whole game, he had like
6. I think he had 6. I
thought it was 4, but maybe it was 6. The thing is, do you think if they play him and he's clearly hurt, would that hurt them? Like, should they? I mean, with Halliburton,
I think it clearly hurt this time because of the way TJ was playing and the fact that he put him in a game where, again, the momentum was shifting, right? Like Darius.
But they played together. I thought TJ stayed in the game, didn't he?
TJ was playing. TJ was still playing, but he shifted the momentum when he came in the third quarter, right?
So let me ask you this: if he's playing a little gimpy in the first quarter, and you see eyes going, would you just go ahead and sit him, or would you let him play? If he's clearly hurt,
you have to. I mean, you have to sit him.
What do you do?
You have to sit. If he's not 100% and you playing through a calf injury, you don't want to see nothing happen like Durant, like what happened with Durant when he had a calf and he tried to play through it, he tore his Achilles. You don't want that to happen. You know, so when you have a calf and your lower leg injury, it can lead to other things. So you don't want to risk his career over one game. I know it's a big championship game, but you know, if he gimpy, he's not 100%. I don't know if it's worth it, man.
So you Darius Carlisle, so you would sit him.
If he's not if he's underperforming and he's not playing up to standards, you have to. You gotta go. You gotta go with the healthy player.
If you're
not helping the team, if you're not helping the team, if he can't play defense, he can't explode. If he's missing shots, you got to take him out.
That's the thing. I was watching First Take earlier, and the Morris twins was up there, and
they were,
they was talking about how it did not look like he couldn't play. It just looked like he couldn't
keep up,
sort of. Yeah, like he was controlling. He was. I don't know exactly what they meant, but it was like he didn't look like he wasn't supposed to be on the floor, but he didn't look like him. You know what I'm saying? Understand? He wasn't looking like himself. And in that instance, I don't. It's a tough call because, like you said, it's a do or die game. They have to win this game. This is a have to win, right? And that's your man. That is your man. Him and Siakam are your men. They are your men. You need both of them to win. You need both of them to win. You need both of them to play well to win. So again, if he's not playing well, do you sit him? It's just a tough thing. It's one of those tough things where you gotta figure that shit out, and then you gotta figure that shit out in no time. You ain't got no time to figure that shit out. So, I mean, it's a tough call, man. I don't know if I can make it because I'm a proponent of go down with your guys, go down with the people that got you there. Hurt or if they playing, I mean, if they visibly like Kobe and his Achilles shot 2 free throws, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. But like if you got a calf or you not really limping, then I'm going down with my guys. I gotta do that. But it's still a tough call though, because it's like you second guess like, well, maybe I should have did this. Like I'm sure he guessing like, oh well, maybe I should have sat him down or not played him as much in the fourth when McConnell was so hot. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a tough jump. Like I'm glad I'm not in his shoes.
Right.
I'm glad I'm not in his shoes. You know.
All right. We'll see what happens, man. You know, this should be interesting, but I don't think you should count them out, man.
Nah, you can't count them out.
Stick a fork in them, man.
Not at home. You can't count them out. But
not at home, exactly. Not at home.
I think it's over, but I ain't gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if they won. Not at home. I wouldn't be surprised if they won at home.
B, you've been counting them all series, man.
It's been a lot tougher than I thought it would be. It's been a lot tougher than I thought it would be for them.
All right, let's go into the trade rumors, yo. Let's go into the trade rumors with okay. So everybody been talking about KD and what might happen. Looks like they trying to move him, and he said he prefers the Spurs, Heat, or the Rockets, man. And they said the Knicks didn't pursue him at all. So
They can't.
what y'all think?
Exactly.
Where y'all think is the best fit for KD?
Out of those
who you
three?
should get him? Not, or just out of anybody.
Oh man, shit.
Who you say Spurs? Who you say who?
Spurs, Rockets, or the Heat?
Spurs, Rockets.
That's who they understand on.
But he said anybody though.
Rockets probably the best team, the deeper team, I would say.
With the youth,
they got a lot of youth. They play hard defense. He'll be the closer because you know the young dude struggled last time closing games. They probably trade him. It would be good to see him play with Wemby, but I don't think they're ready yet. If he's trying to win now, she's 37.
Right.
The Rockets will be. I mean, it's in the West, but the Rockets be the best team as far as the youth. They got and the vet. They got some veterans too. So the youth of veterans, I think they probably be the best fit.
But you got to think about what they got to give up. What would the Rockets have to give up?
Exactly.
Like
they would have to give up a couple young players. Which,
see, I feel like San Antonio, like we were talking last week, they have a plethora of these same type of teams right here in the middle at the wing. Like they got Sochan, they got Vessel, they got these like 4 or 5 guys right there they can send off, and maybe a pick too, without using the second pick. Like they could have.
The Rockets got a lot of draft picks too. They got from Phoenix.
I said Fox earlier. They got Fox. They can trade him. Like they got some assets they can trade away that won't really like set them back.
Yeah, I don't think San Antonio. I don't think they're gonna make that move.
That's not really their strategy too. They don't really make.
I just think it'll be a good move for them because they would have a closer too.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they're not gonna make that move because he ain't the same timeline as them other young guys, man. So
that's true.
That ain't really the move, and they're not gonna take. They're not gonna take that plethora. They're not gonna take that shit. They want Castle or they want that pick, that second pick.
Right.
And I don't think San Antonio's stupid enough to give up one of those. So they don't want no plethora. They're trying to get some real offers for KD.
But why Miami?
I mean,
is Miami
to me,
close to anything?
I mean,
they ain't got nothing to give them.
Miami wants to compete.
Yeah, but they don't have nothing else to give except for
they don't have that many assets. So.
Tyler
like
Hero. You can get rid of Hero, but you keep them.
We're talking about going to the next jump and all that. With all that being said, then Houston would be the best place. Out of
no
all
state
that,
tax.
They got the most draft. They got a lot of draft.
Yeah, they would have.
I think the Knicks should get them, man. That's what I think.
I think the Knicks should get them too.
Nah, man.
Absolutely. Why not?
For Cat and Hart.
They definitely should get them.
For Cat and Hart.
You getting two young players for old 37-year-old? I don't know, man.
But it's KD.
Players. Cat ain't young. Cat and Hart ain't young.
He younger than 30. Well, come on, he's younger than 30. He's not 30 yet, is he? He's not 30.
Well, I'm just saying, you trying to win right now, man. You trying to win right now, and Cat ain't working with them. So that's all I'm saying. Fuck it, yo. Trying to win championship, man. Fuck it. Shit. I ain't worried about no young players, yo. Get KD, yo.
It'll be good. It'll be good for Phoenix. It's a better win for Phoenix. Getting younger.
It's a win for both. It's a win for both, yo. Anyway, all right. So, what about that Bane trade? What about that trade? Bane, they traded. The Memphis traded Desmond Bane to Orlando for their 16th pick this year, 2 first-round picks, their 28th, and then a pick swap later on.
Dang.
That's a lot. They gave
that's a lot.
I mean,
that's a lot.
Surprised giving it much for him, but it's a good. They're going for it though. That's
and they also sent away. They also sent away KCP, Caldwell Pope.
Yeah.
Hey, they needed a shooter. They found a shooter. I mean,
Bane
probably gonna fit in well.
He old too.
No, Bane is young. He's 20. He's like 24.
KCP.
KCP old.
How many teams he done been on? This is like he a whole journeyman by now. So how effective is he gonna be?
Who? He's still there.
So
KCP.
He went to Memphis. So one of them picks was to get rid of KCP in his contract. One of them, they gave him the pick, and it looked like Memphis starting over, man. They're blowing it up, man. So.
Nah, I don't think they're blowing it up. Nah, they still got their core. So what I was reading was they got their core 2. You got JJ
and Ja.
And and Ja, and you're gonna build around them instead of building around Bane. You're building around them too.
Yeah, they're gonna
They're not
keep their two cool
completely.
guys.
As long as they don't get rid of Ja, I don't get rid of
they're not gonna get rid of
Triple J,
Ja, but
exactly,
yeah,
they'll be fine.
James Jackson, Jermaine, Judy Jr. Whoever,
Triple
they might
J.
trade his ass. Bro. They might trade his ass. They might trade his ass.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. They might if they blowing it up. Why would you? I mean, like you could keep him, but if you get more picks like that, just go ahead and do it.
That move show you that they felt they were at their ceiling and they wouldn't get no better. So let's try something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know how far they're gonna blow it up. They ain't gonna trade Ja, but I don't know how far they're gonna, shit.
Well, I mean, we'll see how they go this season.
But Bane is what Orlando needs, so we'll see how that goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, they only shot like 31% from the three. Yeah. And in his career, he's like 41%.
But him and Cole Anthony,
20% 3-point shooter, man.
One thing I ain't mad at, yo.
Banchero, whatever.
Banchero,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Paolo.
Yeah.
Paolo.
Paolo.
All right. Well, what I'm saying is, I don't mind a team giving up picks if they trying to win right now. They're trying to do something.
Yeah.
You don't want to give up too much, but man, if you're trying to win right now, you got a chance. Go for it, man. Shit. You see how far Indiana got? You didn't think they get this far? Shit.
So not one Batman joke with the whole Bane thing. Like really? No one joke about
Batman. I mean, you could have did it, but
I was going to, but I didn't want to jump in because. But I'm disappointed in y'all. I really am. There was not one. I was born in the dark type. No joke like that. Nothing, nothing really. Not one quote. Y'all are irritating, man.
Come on, man. You got it.
You didn't do anything either.
I know, but I'm waiting for y'all to do it. Y'all talking. Go ahead. My bad.
That's crazy.
Mr. Wayne.
You merely adopted the dog.
I was born in
it.
All right, so the draft is in a week, right? So
a
week? God damn.
Josie brought it to my attention that ESPN put out a new mock draft today.
Ooh.
It's pretty interesting, man. Pretty interesting. So I'm gonna run down it real quick. Of course, Cooper Flag, number 1 at Dallas. Dylan Harper, 2nd to the Spurs. They got Philly taking VJ Edgecombe, right? They got Charlotte getting Con Knipple at 4. And Trey Johnson to Texas. Trey Johnson from Texas to Utah at 5. Then we got the Wizards getting Ace Bailey. The Wizards getting Ace Bailey. We're going to stop right there, man. So what's interesting about the way this draft then panned out, Josie? What you see here? What's the first thing? Start higher.
What the fuck? First of all, I knew.
No. Start with Philly getting Edge.
I knew VJ was going to bounce up and down in the top 5, right? I'm not that surprised that VJ jumped up to 3. Like Omar said, brought up a point earlier. We was talking. He said Ace been kind of dropping ever since he's been labeled as 6'7" instead of 6'9".
Right.
So that's height thing. The height thing, right? So when we talk about the NFL with the arm length and all that stuff, how people can hit his height 2 inches. That's a lot. You know what I mean? Now you got where we gonna So VJ Edgecombe, but now we got Con Knipple at 4. Con Nipples. Yo, Nipples at 4. How? I don't know. I just don't see how Con Nipples is at 4. I like him. I think he could play, but I see him as JJ Redick or whatever. Like I see him as a guy who's feisty on defense, who can shoot 3. I don't see him as a guy that can really create his own shot at the next level.
But remember, I said he was moving up in the draft when I said that on the other show that he was moving up because we were talking about like who would the Wizard probably get.
John Nichols at
Like
4 over even Trey.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trey Johnson is a guy who can shoot and get to the bucket and get up and down the floor. He gets up and down the floor. He got some bounce. And then Ace, come on now. Ace Bailey should not. We can't. His raw talent alone. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where did they put Harper?
They just got. But if it falls that way and we get Ace,
you'll be cool with Ace Bailey.
You'll be happy with Ace. Yeah.
Right, but the funny thing is that Ace is who we should be getting if the lottery had gone right. That's the funny part, right?
Right.
Two or three would have been Ace. Like it's kind of weird. It's kind of funny that he got falling to 6 and still falling to us. So that means he's doomed. That's what it means.
He's doomed.
Yeah, he's doomed. But either way, the Wizards get a Wizards draft pick, you're doomed.
All right, so when I saw this, Josie pointed out they got the Wizards getting Ace. So I looked hard in the Ace, man. I looked hard into him, man. Pause. So everybody thought he was 6'10". He ended up measuring 6'7.5" at the combine. That was a disappointment.
That's a big difference.
That's 3 inches right there.
But this is a big butt right here, man.
Ooh,
what you say about wingspan, Josie? What'd you say about wingspan, Josie? What'd you say about wingspan?
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
He got a 7-0 wingspan. He got a 7-0 wingspan.
Damn.
No, I have a question. Is that for a 6'7" dude? Is that ridiculous? Because I need comparable numbers. Like
it's over
it's
7
hella
feet.
Good. It's hella.
Yeah.
Anybody
that's really good.
If you got an over 7 feet wingspan, it's pretty good.
But 6'7" and 6'10" is a big difference. How did they mix that? How did they even classify him as 6'10"?
So
that's crazy.
So with an athlete like that, though, you think just like OKC, you think, oh man, this dude, he's long, so he can play. Oh my God, pause. He can play in the passing lanes, and he's athletic enough to play. He has the wingspan
My bad. Go ahead.
To get to the basketball and stuff like that. So it's a good thing. But you're right. The height is but we are in the age of basketball where the 6'7" dude is playing power forward or center, or you know what I'm saying? Like we stretch the floor with these guys nowadays. So it is a big difference between 6'7" and 6'10". But with the wingspan and stuff like that, is it really, and his athleticism? Is it really that big of a deal?
Gonna be one hell of a rebound.
All right.
He
ain't playing though. He ain't playing power forward though. But
right.
No,
this dude,
they put him at 3. Put him at 3.
He gets buckets, man. He pull up shots. Yeah. Watch some. Go to YouTube and look at some. Should have sent it to y'all. But look at some of his clips and what he do. I'll send it to y'all. But they break down his weaknesses also. But talk about hitting jumpers, pull up. He pull up quick release. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can. He got some athleticism, like you said. His only real weaknesses is like ball handling and of course decision making. He like 19 years old, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times he'll dribble in and shit. His ball handling ain't like that, but he get buckets, man. I would get him, yo. I would trade up for him.
He's a bucket getter. Like his scoring is elite level.
They better not get another international player at the top 10.
And then you talk
always
about
known for that.
He's athletic enough to play 2 or 3. A 6'7" is still a good size at a 2. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
6'10" would be nicer, but 6'7" at 2 or 3.
So,
I'm just about Con Nipples. I didn't really believe that he's the type of player to go to 4, go to number 4.
No, I don't see that going.
The thing about Knipple, yo, you compare him to JJ Redick, but he a lot bigger than that, and he plays defense also, and he ain't just a shooter, man. He mixed it up and get inside, yo. Knipple, when Flag was out, man, Knipple was killing, yo. He was looking like in the right situation, he could be nice, man. I'm telling you.
In the right situation, right.
And it's Charlotte already got Melo Ball, who's very ball dominant, right? They already got Melo. There's no need to get a guy like from Texas. What's his name? He nice
Trey
though.
Johnson.
Nice.
Trey Johnson.
Trey Johnson.
Yeah,
there's no need to get him or what's his name, yo?
VJ.
Yeah. No, Ace. They already got the guy they drafted last year, the slim dude,
Miller.
From Alabama.
Brandon Miller. I mean, it's no need to get Ace.
Yeah, a couple years
They
ago.
need,
But that makes sense.
They need a dude that'll lock up and hit threes, man, and give him, But anyway, we keep it sliding down, man. So then Fierce gets Pelicans get Fierce at number 8. They got him getting Malawatch dropping down to 8 to Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
That the French dude, Noah Sanjay going to Toronto. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about him. And Carter Bryant going to Houston. So, anything else interested in there?
I like that pick for Houston though. I think he's versatile.
Yeah, I like that for Houston too for the versatility.
A lot of Houston pieces are versatile. Like he's a pretty versatile kid. But I don't know nothing about the French guy. It's Sanjay too much. Malawatch to the Nets, maybe. I think Malawatch anywhere right now in the top 10 that don't have somebody that's big and agile is a good pick. So,
and then they got your boy going to the Bulls, Derek Queen to the Bulls.
Yeah, the number 12.
I was trying to see where Clayton.
Clayton ain't even in the top 20, I don't think. But we ain't get to sleepers yet.
Yeah, so all right, so yeah, go ahead, Joseph. Oh, they got Clayton going 29th to the Suns.
Oh.
So yeah, let's get into that. Who
my mock
who is your big draft sleeper? Who is your draft sleeper?
I had a few of them.
I got 2.
I had a few of them.
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna tell you 2 that I really like.
My first one is Elijah Martin. My second one is Drake Powell.
Powell from North Carolina?
North Carolina. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They say he could guard a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And he's quick. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I like I like Clayton. We're talking about Clayton. I like Clayton. I actually think at Phoenix they'll give him a good a point guard. Like Devin Booker can move off the ball. Like I think that's where his best thing is anyway. But I was watching this dude, man, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
6'7"
on my list too.
Dude can shoot. Dude can shoot the lights out. That ain't all he can do, but he can shoot. Like at that kind of height and shooting. I don't know where he's gonna go, but wherever he going, I think
he coming from Kentucky.
Yeah,
and Yahoo Sports predicted him to be in like the steal.
I think he's gonna be a big contributor, man. I really watched it. I watched some of his game today. I said, God, that dude.
A late first round.
Yeah, that dude.
Who else we got?
Al had a.
Oh, your boy, little brother.
I know, good one.
Yeah, I'm about to bring him up. The Nemhart's little brother.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah.
He led the league.
Oh, is that right?
He led the NCAA in assists of over 9. He had the best assist to turnover ratio. Hey, the dude, he ain't got a whole lot of size on him, but he can play point guard.
Yep.
He can manage the floor. He might be all right.
Yeah.
I don't know how well he's gonna do as far as like when he get picked and how much production he has, but you give him a chance, I think he'll produce pretty well.
Yeah, I like Sorber from Georgetown. I think he's gonna be all right, man. That dude, he can work, yo. He's 6. They say he got a 7'6" wingspan. 7'6". He's 6'10".
What? That's a hell of a wingspan.
That's abnormal.
Yeah, he can mix it up, man.
He gonna look like a pterodactyl out there.
Man, I think he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right, man.
Gonna be out there.
You said pterodactyl?
A pterodactyl. Pterodactyl got big wingspans.
Yeah.
They do.
Killing.
Well, or you can say that big that damn wavy thing that be outside. That be.
Oh shit!
Oh, no. This nigga still talking about. I thought he was gonna say something. I thought he was gonna say something about Sorber. He's still talking about.
I'm talking about Sorber. That's about his wingspan. I'm done. I am done.
All right. Well, let's go to the NFL, man. We're gonna start.
Let's hit the gridiron.
We're gonna do a quick preview of each division every week, and this week we're gonna start with the NFC North, right? Just going, talk about this. I think it's the best division in football.
And it's the only division got 3 in the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So NFC North. Let's rank the QBs, man. Who is all right out of the 4 teams? Who's the 4th best QB? Who's 4th best?
JJ.
Yeah, gotta start JJ. Yeah, start with him at the bottom.
JJ.
Okay,
I'm going JJ as well.
All right, so who will be 3rd?
So
Caleb.
So best QB. So we are thinking about how the year's going to go, or talent wise. Like what are we saying here?
We talking about who is the better QB? Like who was going to produce?
2025.
Who was going to produce and be better for their team?
Okay.
Like who's going to be the when the season over? It's like, oh yeah, he had a better season than him. That's what we're looking at.
That's gonna be.
We ain't talking about no potential. We ain't talking about potential. We ain't talking about what they did before. We ain't talking about. We talking about right now.
What they the potential of what they're gonna do this season.
I think Caleb.
So with all that said, okay, Caleb 3rd.
I got Caleb 3rd. Yep.
All right, so I got Jordan Love 3rd.
Okay.
I think I agree with that. I think I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, so who's number 1 and number 2?
Caleb 2, Golf 1 for me.
I was putting Love 1 and Golf 2.
And Golf 2.
Yeah,
but I have 2, but Green Bay don't need Golf to do as much as Green Bay don't need Love to do as much as Golf gonna have to do as Caleb have to do. So if you're basing it on stats at the end of the year.
Yeah,
the thing about Golf is he's going into a new offense. He got a new offense coordinator. I'm just unsure how the offense is going to be. Last year,
but they still gonna have the fundamentals. They're not going to change with so much. They're a run team, and Golf got to hit the guys, in stride and do the same thing. I understand the play call will be a little different, but Golf already has a formula for success in Detroit. I don't think it's going to fall off with so much. The defense may fall off.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the same thing.
Maybe more shootouts.
I'm thinking the same thing with the Green Bay. I mean, they got LaFleur, one of the best play callers in the league. They got they on Leon Jacobs, but they also got Golden.
Yep, they got a new weapon.
Hopefully, it'll be the answer to that number 1.
Wait, time out. Hey, Bizel. Change that heading right there, man. Because I feel like Josie about to drop some shit. We need to put on YouTube. So go ahead, Josie. Go ahead. Wait till the new heading come up.
They got Golden, who hopefully take over the number 1 spot. They do have a plethora of receivers. They got a lot of receivers. They got a lot of weapons.
Yeah. And Watson ain't coming back yet, is he?
And Love, he will be back. He might be back, but Love likes to get the ball around. So he has a lot of opportunity to spread the ball around and to get big plays. So and they like the tight end nice. They did, but the floor and his play calling.
Josie, go ahead. All right, go ahead, Josie.
It's his next level for me. I love the way he called plays. So,
but Love, he does have to be more consistent. I mean, he was inconsistent last year, and so hopefully this year he'd be more consistent because he did, had some mistakes last year.
I think it's going to all be close.
My thing for Love is that he has to stay healthy, man. Like he really gotta like dig that, dig deep to, stay healthy for a whole season, man.
Hell, his receivers do too. Them boys be getting hurt right now.
He played the whole year last year.
No, wasn't he out 3 games?
Love?
Yeah.
He missed a couple games early.
He was near somebody that wasn't it?
He missed that game early. I think it was 1 game. I think
it was more than 1. I had him on my fantasy. He missed more than 1.
He got hurt in a couple other ones, but he missed 1 game. Which got to start only 1, didn't he? I don't know.
Okay, well, can I? Kevin, you gonna get yours in?
No, I'm done. Golf, Caleb, Love, JJ.
All right, because I'm about to push back. I'm about to push back real hard on this one.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to push. I'm about to push
what
back
gonna say.
hard, yo. Bro, I'm about to push back hard on this shit, yo. I'm about to flip this. I'm about to flip this motherfucker.
I know what you got, man.
Oh. Okay, so
here we go.
Y'all know I'm gonna say Caleb number one. Y'all already know I'm gonna say that. I mean, we ain't even going. So Caleb number one. I ain't even gonna get into it. But okay. So I think golf is about to have a major drop off.
I knew he was gonna say that. Yeah.
I think golf gonna have a major drop off, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. Love, like Sean said, injuries. Like Darius said, very inconsistent. He got. Josie said, "What's the rookie coming there? What's his name?
Matthew Golden.
Yeah, Matthew Golden. They say he gonna be the number one, yo. That's what I'm hearing. He gonna be the number one. You got a rookie number one. Yo, Love is gonna drop too, man. It's gonna take some adjusting. This rookie might be nice though. He might be nice, but Love ain't. Man, he ain't what y'all think he is, man. I actually think McCarthy will step right into this Minnesota with that nasty defense. You seen Beazell's boy. Darnold was killing in that joint.
He gonna be number
McCarthy
3.
could have a good year. He could have a good year.
McCarthy gonna kill too, man. He ain't got to do a whole lot.
He's a sleeper.
The receivers are nasty.
I can't put him above the other three just because
the receivers are nice, man. So I think McCarthy gonna have a better season than both of them. And I got Caleb number one. I think Minnesota
gonna better than Love.
Yes. I think Love and Golf gonna drop down. Golf gonna be fourth. I got Love third.
Ooh.
And remember, I said that, man. We're gonna book this shit. Bet it up, Beazell. Bet it up.
That's crazy. Golf number.
All right. So what's your predictions? Who winning this division? Tell me who's number one and who's last. We'll just leave it there. Who's gonna be in first place and who's gonna be in last place? Let's just leave it there.
It's tough.
Shit.
I think Green Bay gonna be in last place, and I think it's gonna be between Detroit and Chicago. First place, I don't know.
I think
Green Bay gonna be in last.
So who's yours, Joseph?
I think Green Bay.
I don't know, man.
I think Minnesota defense is nice, man, and you got
why y'all niggas saying I don't know. The topic's been on here all week, man. Why y'all saying I don't know?
It's still a tough question.
Hey, y'all supposed to have this already. You supposed to already have this thought out, man, so we could just get into it.
I think Green Bay gonna be coming fourth. I think they're gonna come in fourth.
Green Bay gonna be fourth.
So you said number one
Green
and number.
Bay is not dropping off that much though.
Well, first of all, here's the thing. I think three of the teams have the same issues. Some of the same issues. New offense, new quarterback. I mean, not except for Caleb.
New coordinator.
But it's new offense. It's a new offense.
Yeah.
New coordinator. It's a new system. That's why I think golf will have a drop off. But that's why I also don't think Caleb's gonna be number one. I think he's gonna need another year before he truly see his talent rise. Right? Because he's gonna.
I agree with that.
Ben Johnson is not like. This shit is not simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just, it ain't that vanilla. That's why I'm like, I'm not saying he's going to be, I still think he's going to produce secondly, I think. Or
What
third.
you think,
But, I think Minnesota going to drop off. I got them fourth, actually, because I think Chicago do have a good enough team to get to third or second. But I got Detroit and Minnesota last. Sorry.
Yeesh. Yes, we've had the topics for a while. This is still hard. I have to go with Detroit as number one. I know they lost their coordinators, but they got the same team, and the team was hella hurt last year and still did well. Like, yes, that's coaching, but that's also attitude and the team psychology. So until they're beaten, they're number one. Last has to be Minnesota, only because it's a new quarterback. I don't believe it in my heart, but I can't put them over Chicago or Green Bay right now. I just can't. But I don't feel good saying that at all.
Right.
this is going to be a great freaking season for them. But any person that gets last is going to be a very underachieving season, and I can't find the factors that would make any of those teams have underachieving seasons. But someone has to have it.
I'm gonna make a bold statement.
Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose.
I don't think none of them gonna finish under 500.
Oh,
it could be that way.
It's
gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight.
That's
Again,
tight, man.
Well,
hold on. Who are they playing?
Who's
Like
the schedule? Who's their schedule this year? Who's NFC?
I think they
North
got the
play?
AFC. What was that? Because I think I looked at it, fellas. But my number one, I don't know, man. I kind of Omar, you kind of made me think about a couple things, and I don't know, man. If he is healthy and consistent, I think Green Bay gonna shock some people this year. And I think Chicago they man, fuck it. Minnesota last. Cause them Bears and the Lions, man, they may flip flop. They may flip flop this season, and especially if the Detroit gets a major injury again, like if they lose one of their running backs again, I don't think they can recover like they done last year.
I don't know. Gibbs was killing though.
It's just him by himself though, but also
he was at full-time duty though. He was killing.
Yeah, but also in a new system. Like this ain't Aaron Glenn, so we're gonna see. Might want to pass more. You never know.
You mean this ain't Ben Johnson?
Yeah, Johnson,
but they got the same receivers still. Like they didn't lose their players, and their players were still, Amon St. Ra was still doing his thing, and Jameson is still going to be a year more removed from his injury. Like they got the skilled players are still there.
Exactly. NFC North actually plays NFC East. We play all the teams this year.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the AFC West.
West,
AFC
that's
West.
what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's not. They might not win as many games as I thought.
I don't think anybody in that division. Well, as far as Detroit and Minnesota are concerned, I don't think they're gonna win as many games they won last year.
Right.
No, because it was 15, 14, and 11.
I think it's gonna be somewhere between 12 and 9. All of them gonna be somewhere between 12 and 9.
Yeah, Detroit not going 15-2 this year.
Yeah,
nah, they're not going 15-2. I got Green Bay 2 at number 1, and Minnesota last. But it's hard to say because it could flip flop.
Like
Minnesota,
McCarthy can come out and have a monster year.
He could ball out.
Even if he have a just a good year, a good year, they still gonna be a problem. Minnesota's still gonna be a problem.
And he still has to have a connection with Jettis too, man.
He is. I mean, I don't think that's a problem. We still got to remember he did go. I don't know.
I
don't know.
I'm frozen, man. I can hear y'all fine.
Yeah, he still went through the most of the summer with the first team offense. So
but I was looking at Detroit. they schedule who they were playing out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got the Ravens, they got the Chiefs, they got the Eagles, they got
the top, yeah.
They got tough. They got number 1 schedule, yeah.
But didn't they have
the Chiefs? They got Eagles. I mean,
dog.
I mean, they played
last year. I don't think they played this hard of a division though. They got the Rams last.
They start off with the Lions, and they play the Bears. They go to the Ravens because I might be going to that game. I think they go to the Ravens, but they play the Ravens. Then the Browns, the Bengals, the Chiefs. Then they play the Bucks. Then they play the Vikings. Then they play Commanders. Then they play the Eagles. They play the Giants. Win. Packers. Then they play the Cowboys. Then they play the Rams, Steelers, Vikings, and then they play the Bears the last game. Yep, them Bears games, them gonna be some crucial games, man. I think
it's gonna be a dogfight.
I'm telling you, man, them Bears, they gonna shock somebody. I ain't saying that because of him. I'm just saying I just think that team gonna take a big step forward this year. I mean, Caleb didn't have a bad year last year.
No, he didn't.
They got weapons too, so
they put a lot of stuff around him. They adjusted that line and everything. I think they're gonna be.
Line was trash, so they took a lot of sacks, but his numbers weren't bad.
All right, bet it up, man. I got Minnesota number 1.
Damn.
Who's number 4?
As a Bears
Minnesota.
fan, that is blasphemy.
And then I got the Bears second, and then Detroit, Green Bay last. That's what I got.
I had Green Bay last.
That's what I got. So, yo, anybody got anything else on that? Next week we'll slide on down. No, we're gonna stay right in the north and just go AFC North next week.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll stay right up. We'll stay right up in the
Right in
northeast.
the north.
All right. So, all right.
The North remembers.
Let's get some Diddy trial updates. We got to get a jingle for. We got to play some Diddy music.
Take that.
More money. More money.
There you
Go.
So they say he's not going. He's not going to testify. He's not going to testify. That's what they announced today. So what's the okay? What's the latest on this, Bezel?
Let's see. Juror number 6. They go ahead booted him, and the reason why is that he had some discrepancies with his address. Said he was from New Jersey first, and then he said he was from I like to say the Bronx or something like that. But the defense is mad because they was like he was one of the only men of color on the jury stand.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So who they
Kevin,
replacing
What the
with?
black guys there? It's 3 total.
Yeah,
Is how many?
but that's what
Black
they
guys on the jury.
Oh,
yeah.
Took
So
one
they
down.
said,
One down.
and they said, maybe they look, maybe
yo, how many Latinos? They don't like him right now. Well, go ahead, Bezel.
Yeah, so they defense don't like that because they was like, well, maybe, you're taking one of the only, black people on the jury off, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it was proven what he did like 90s hip hop and stuff like that, this, that, and the other, and stuff like that. So he was like, damn, the defense surely wanted him to stay on the jury, Then they came up with another juror where he came forward and said one of his friends called him and said jury number 6, or asked him, was he juror number 6? And they was like, well, why would he come forward and even say that to people? Because like, how would one of his friends even know? He's telling himself that means he probably been talking, because how would one of his friends know if he was juror number any of them? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll know tomorrow if they taking him off. So, they want to do this earlier than later anyway, because like the later it get, the defense will have more ammunition. So that's what's going on there. They still talking about the other stuff, the freak offs, talking about 50 Cent, why he hate Diddy so much, because Diddy had his youngest baby mother in the freak offs. You know what I mean? She was why she was in the freak off. Yeah, had a wide open, busted open the freak off. So that's why Diddy 50 really got an issue with him, because 50 really loved her. You know what I mean? They looked at 50 used to take trips with her, all bunned up with her. He couldn't stand the first one. Yeah. But
that was my big news. I was going.
So they had him all. They had her using, Diddy had her using baby oil and all that kind of stuff, and had her wide open. It was turning her all upside down.
Had her wide open.
Yeah. So
like the Subway on Sunday.
That's what's going on right now, man. Might be another juror, and that's about it. They losing jury people. You know what I mean?
How many alternates they got?
I don't know. I can find that out. But
normally it's 2, but some of this is probably more than 2. This is
probably have more. They gotta have more.
It's probably more than 2.
Yeah. Oh, and they did. Oh, yeah. During it, they had. All of them had screens. So basically, they had the They played the freak offs for the jury now. So only the judge, the lawyers or whatever, and the jury could see the freak offs. So the people, they say the other people, the people in the out there in the crowd or whatever, they could only hear the moans and stuff like that through, because the people had on headphones and the TVs. But like one of the news reporters said, you can occasionally hear a moan or something like that. But so they did play the freak offs for the jury.
Well, I'll say that they have noise canceling stuff, so the audience shouldn't have heard anything.
Yeah, but that's what the news said. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Dang,
imagine. I
Diddy.
can't imagine.
Yeah, man.
Watch him
Can't
pour
imagine.
in the court, man.
Right.
Basically.
Like they were watching
Did
Cass.
they say anything about facial expressions? Did any jurors make faces or anything like that?
Well, that's the problem they had with juror. That they said that juror number 6, the black guy. They was like, well, you know, he was possibly making facial expressions, and it wasn't good for the prosecution. You know what I mean?
So what kind of face? What kind
How
of
you
face
know
would be
exactly? How
bad?
you know who can make?
Like what kind of face is bad for the prosecution? I wonder.
I
If
mean,
he's
like maybe
shocked
some
or
of
if
the
he like, yeah, he must have been
Right,
like,
exactly.
or they don't believe, or that ain't true, or like, I don't know.
You're shaking and
But
nodding his
I,
head.
I I did hear
nah.
that one of the other
For the
women
prosecution,
jurors
though.
was upset
Yeah.
though, like getting a little disturbed. Not upset, but
Yeah,
disturbed by what she was seeing.
that's what the prosecution will want to see, right? You look
Mhm.
disturbed.
Yeah.
Main man must have been like, oh shit.
He was with that shit.
Yeah, he had to be if the prosecution ain't like it. I'm just saying. That's funny. Man. That's funny. So
But yeah, that's what's going on with old Diddy right now.
man,
Oh, Diddy.
Got juries flopping out. Got 50 talking about, Diddy with 50 baby mama.
yeah, his baby moms. That's crazy.
Had her in the freak offs.
Mm,
She was
mm,
she was a star in the freak offs. So
Had her going.
mhm,
Had her going.
And 50 got the kid, man. Damn.
mhm.
She dropped the kid off and go to a freak off, yo.
I'll be right back. Hold on, I'll be right back.
No, you won't.
Damn.
Why you lying?
You won't.
Crazy, yo. That's crazy.
went out for a big gulp.
Wow.
So what's the thing with Tyler Perry, B? What happened with that, man?
Oh yeah, so the guy from the Oval, what's his name? Dixon is his last name, I think it is. Said that Tyler went out with him or whatever, and they was discussing business. He said Tyler got in the bed with him and put his hand on his thigh. You know what I mean? And there was another incident where Tyler choked him and said,
Where were they at? Where were they at?
In Atlanta, in his house. He was sleep. He was at Tyler's house. I mean, yeah, Tyler's house. I guess he went to sleep or whatever. So Tyler got in the bed and put his hand on his thigh, and he asked him, did he like it rough? Did he like it, stuff like that. So he was making advances toward him. My thing is he made advances toward him before, and then, then he got the job with the Oval. And then after that, he came back around Tyler and stuff like that, so.
Okay.
How much is
the
it for?
Huh?
Is that a TV show, The Oval?
Yeah, the Oval.
Yeah, one of Tyler's shows. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me ask y'all something, man. So this guy came and spent the night over his house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that sexual harassment in the workplace? Is that what is? You spent the night over his house, yo. What you think was gonna happen, man? I ain't saying.
Ooh.
And is that worth 260 million? I mean,
I ain't saying he can assault you. But if the dude start flirting with you, man, I mean, should you be shocked or surprised, man? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
You spent the night over his house, man. Slept in his bed. I mean, come on, man.
You woke up and
God.
Medea had her hand on his thigh.
They went out for business.
I mean, he touched him on his thigh. Man. Come on.
In the bed with him on his thigh. You can't downplay that. He's in the bed with his hand on his thigh.
They went out to dinner. They went out for talk business. And he ended up in his bed, and then he mad. So he in his bed.
Right.
He mad. He mad because he touched him on the thigh.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
How you get this?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So it wasn't no advances to get him in the bed. I'm confused. Where we at right now?
Like how you go from dinner to bed? Like how
going out to dinner or going to dinner.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this: did y'all see?
No. Before, real quick, B-Zell, real quick, because I want to bounce off Joey, man. And it ain't like you had to get some warning signs, man. You telling me that nigga ain't flirt with you all night? He ain't say nothing. He ain't put on something. He ain't put on something sexy first.
He probably did.
There had to be some red flags, yo. It had to be some red flags. What you order for dinner, man? Did he get an ice cream cone? And you know what I'm saying? It had to be some. It had to be some red flags, yo. It had to be some red flags. So
Well,
I don't see it.
What happened at dinner? You want to go back to my place?
Yeah. And you went and you surprised. Okay, yeah. That's, go ahead.
I mean, it's a money grab. He sued for 260. He's trying to get 10. I mean, you know,
not guilty, man. Not guilty. Not guilty.
What I want to know is, like, did y'all see any of Tyler Perry's speech at the BET Awards? Anything?
Yeah, I saw some of it.
Yeah. So basically,
he had on an ice cream suit.
But basically, he was like on the awards. He was like, you know, y'all see what's going on out here, man. He said, man, they trying to erase our footsteps and our culture. They trying to take away our footprints. And he was like, and they're trying to attack us, and they're trying to. It's just ironic that this came up right after that. But he basically was saying, you know, these white people are really trying to destroy us. They trying to take away our history, our legacy. They trying to take the stuff out of schools. They trying to take away our footprints, and they're trying to do all these things. I mean, the ones that are guilty, they are helping them do it. But technically, man, like, it's just ironic that this came out less than a week after this profound speech that he had, man.
Oh yeah, like they trying to destroy his character.
And dog,
don't do that again.
And then you look at all, and I'm not no conspiracy theorist or nothing like that.
Yes, you are.
It's just certain things I've seen I speak on. You feel what I'm saying? Certain things I've seen or firsthand I speak on. But like, you think about all these people like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, all these people, these black prominent men, like, I don't know if they just don't know how to act when they get the money, Diddy or whatever, but dog, they take them down, dog. They taking them down. And I don't know what I mean. I'm just naming. I don't know, Kevin. Why you shaking your head so I can have your?
You listed R. Kelly in your defense, really?
Listen. I was naming just people in general. All these guys of stature in the music industry or entertainment.
You named the dude that we knew was fucking Aaliyah when she was 14, when we was kids. And that's what you naming your.
Listen, dog. You harping on one man. I'm just naming a group of people, a group of men in general.
Yeah, but one of them is clearly guilty. You can't use that in your defense. You can't do that.
I'm just saying, with all the guys that I named, they're all, you know what I mean? They're attacking these guys, rightfully so.
They may be attacking them, but some of, I mean, they've done some bad shit. So
it's not attack.
If you run around the woods covered in honey, bees gonna attack you, right?
Like you do dumb shit.
My just thing is,
you run into the woods, a bear bite too.
Supposed to say butt naked. Supposed to say butt naked.
I messed it up.
I mean, like, I understand sometimes regular smuggler stuff, people won't get it, but I'm just saying, like, when you get I'm just saying in general.
No, I mean,
so what I'm saying is when people get to a certain status, you know what I mean? It just seems like they're gonna come for you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm not saying Diddy was whatever. I'm not. It's proven he's a dirtbag. It's proven R. Kelly did what he did. It's proven
we all,
But when you get to a certain status, they coming for you.
Yeah. But that's true.
That's all I was saying. That's all I'm saying.
You can't invite no nigga up in your bed and molest him and then he ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just.
You gotta keep yourself out of stuff too, man. Like, you know, I agree with you. But you can't put yourself in.
No, Josie, don't flip, man. Don't flip, yo. No, that was nothing. That was nothing. But that goes what Beazell said. They get in trouble for. I mean, that's not something. Yo, you would do that. You would do that with a woman. If a woman stayed over your house, you might walk into the room and say, "Hey, you all right? Touch your leg."
But what bad? Where was he at though?
The Beazell point, they trying to lock him up for that, and it's like, come on, he ain't do nothing.
He ain't do nothing. No, he didn't.
The thing is, if the dude first, why spend the night over his house? Second,
no, this is civil, so there's no jail time. He wants money.
It's all about money. Exactly.
Yeah, it's not jail time.
And then another thing is, like,
you can't go to jail for touching my leg anyway.
But when you stay over somebody's strange house and you felt that something was going on, when you lock your door at night, unless he
He got a
just.
key,
Why are you
man.
over
His
there
house.
anyway? Is the
His
whole
house. He got
thing.
that key.
Exactly. You
He
sleep
got a
on
big
somebody else's
special
house.
key.
Listen, this man made enough money to get a Lyft or Uber.
That's what I'm saying, yo. He could have got. He could have.
It's not like act like I'm trying to say I'm with BZ. I'm with him. I'm saying this dude didn't have to come to your house, like you said. He didn't have to get in one of your beds. He didn't have to be there at all. We had to, we talked business. Go home. He obviously wanted to go over there.
Yeah.
He
Yo,
obviously wanted to go over there, dog.
pick up on the red flags, man. I mean,
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna get
Guys aren't as adept of seeing the red flags when they're being seduced.
Oh, in this day and age, in this day and age,
But
I'm gonna get a lift home. Now you come on my house. What?
why you think I say pause all the time? Why you think I say pause all the time?
You missed it though.
Look, I be like,
my boy, one of my close friends, right? Friend of me, whatever. Name is Chuck D's nephew. Chuck D's nephew. His name is Quest Haven on Facebook. He's one of my boys. He works for Tyler Perry directly. He works for him. He's a dope rapper, but he's
a sassy name, yo. That's a sassy name.
That was his rap name. I'm telling you his rap name. I mean,
he's a rapper called Quest.
Yeah, but the cat. Yeah, but he ain't nothing like. He ain't nothing. He one of the straightest dudes you know, man. Like for real.
So he gave you insight.
He one of the straightest dudes you know.
I was saying basically like I'm gonna try to pull him on. Like he one of my close friends. I know him like real good. I don't know.
Saying, yo?
I'm gonna try to pull him on.
Try to tell a story. Are you getting to a story, or are you trying to put him on?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put him on the show, man, and just get some intel. If this shit blow up, just insight of working with Tyler Perry and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just.
I thought he had a backstory.
He gonna show you how Tyler Perry worked. He gonna show you.
Nah, he really he a straightforward dude, real good dude.
Forward or backwards? That's cool, yo. That's cool, yo. That's cool.
Tyler Perry, like
that's cool, yo. It's 2025. It's 20.
What the fuck?
Dude didn't want to disappoint him.
No.
It's 2025, yo. Love who you want to love.
For a minute.
Be with who you want to be with, man.
I have a nightcap or something.
And I'm just gonna say I won't feel no different about any of y'all. You know.
If what we talking about?
Nothing.
Be free, and be who you are. I love all of y'all. I love all of y'all.
You know what?
All right. So what about we're gonna start with Darius on this, man. Talking about Trump.
I do it.
So the Trump parade was last weekend. Darius, how many people were there, and did you have a good time?
I heard it wasn't that many people there. It was
including Darius.
It was a shit show of a parade. People weren't even walking in step right. They weren't even in lock sync and you marching, But it was a celebration of the army, but really it wasn't it was more people protesting that weekend than it was at the parade. That's so I don't think he got out of it what he wanted out of his whole birthday weekend celebration. Hey, salute to the troops and all the veterans, but it was a waste of taxpayers' money for this parade. Is my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, what it was initially for, it wasn't a military anniversary parade. Trump
man. No, it wasn't.
And Trump aligned himself with it and made it his birthday.
They was never going to do a parade. Stop it, man. No,
right.
I'm saying allegedly this is what it was supposed to.
Clearly, we know it's a lie. So don't repeat that. Right.
Okay, so listen. let me finish, jackass. It was supposed to be a military parade celebrating the army and all the years that been in service and stuff. And then Trump said,
do you believe that?
200 and some years is kind of
Do you
big.
believe that? Yes or no?
I kind of do.
Jesus Christ! All right, go ahead.
And I think that he aligned
Shadrach,
himself
Meshach,
and
and
made it his day. I think he, want to make it his situation. And
so hold up. So let me understand this. You think that they were going to put together a parade in 2 months to celebrate the Army's birthday? You really believe that?
I possibly do. I think so.
And then all of a sudden, Trump saw that. Oh, you know what? Now it's my birthday. Really? You think the tail became before the dog? Really?
Yeah, I still believe in the United States military. I do, and I still believe. I can't say that. Wait a minute. Let me finish before you ask me a question. Let me address him, and then I'll address you. But I do feel like, honestly, I don't know the forensic of the situation. I just think how I caught it was going to be a military parade. Then Trump associated himself and said that he was going to make it his birthday or whatever. He's the president. I don't know. It's a lot of crazy shit going on around here. And at the end of the day, it just didn't turn out what it was. People weren't feeling it. Would I went? No, I wouldn't, because he aligned himself with it. So I wouldn't have went. But at the end of the day, I still believe in.
So Kev, go ahead. Kev, tell us the real deal, man. Tell us the real deal.
Lizelle got it totally backwards. I'm disappointed that he even would repeat that out of his mouth. This is always about Trump trying to be a dictator and have a military parade. There's nothing about the Army. That was an excuse. And the fact that Lizelle repeated that shit is irritating to me.
It's okay. I irritate you all the time, but I mean,
no shit. But you repeat that as a person in the military. For you to repeat that is disrespectful as fuck, yo. Like how could you?
Opinion. That's your opinion.
Yes, and I'm speaking.
And I'm saying, I didn't question the military's action. I do question Trump's actions. You feel what I'm saying? And what he aligned himself.
There was nothing planned. No, we don't do military parades in this country, man.
Exactly.
Stop it. We don't do that.
None.
To celebrate or nothing. We don't celebrate our military like that with a parade showing our guns. Like that's some pompous Trump type shit. And for you to sit here and say it was a parade first and then Trump aligned himself with it, it's absolute nonsense, my dude.
Okay, and that's your feeling. Myself, I feel differently. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. I feel differently.
I would like to point out something. Can I point out something? Darius never said he wasn't there.
I wasn't there. I said I wasn't there.
You said,
nah, man.
You said it was all lockstep and all this other stuff, but you never said how good of a time you had.
Nah, man. I stay far away from DC. I stay far away from DC.
You never said that.
I stay far away from DC.
You said what I will say, the shit show of what it was got the streets.
You said you was gonna come to the Juneteenth at the studio cookout, but you said you had something to do. So I'm trying to figure out.
I had my 5 kids. I had to take them to Maryland.
A lot of kids, though.
I got 3 things. Okay. I got 3 things, man. I got 3 things. So I agree with Kev. This was a spectacle, and that's what it was meant to be. Once again, I think Trump taking advantage of people. He took advantage of Army people. It's kind of like using them. You know what I'm saying? We all know he was trying to make a holiday out of this shit for his birthday, right, Kev? Trying to make a fucking holiday for his birthday, and he used the Army to do it. I mean, next year he'll definitely try to put his name on it. That's what we know. So I think both of y'all right. I think he used the Army, and I think it's good. I mean, some people got something out of it. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think. I mean, Beazell. I mean, I was in the reserves, man. You know, I like to see Army shit too. Anything good for Army. Man.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't done nothing like that since 1991. They did it back in 1991. They did a parade.
And why was it done in 91? Hold on. Why was that done in 91?
That was the Gulf situation. But at the end of the day, my thing is
to celebrate a victory, right?
Yes,
yeah. But I look at it, and 250 years is a victory too.
It was not about that, man. Like, but that's fine.
Okay, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You did this, Joe.
Huh?
Y'all already did this, man.
I know.
Well, I was just gonna make two other points. Y'all know a long time ago, Darius used to send us Fox News clips, man. He used to post Fox News clips, and
last week.
Oh,
and my last point, Sean, how much is that property you selling?
It's selling for $59.95.
All right, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about
Okay.
it.
That includes shipping and handling.
Oh man.
Sell you a snow globe with that background.
There you go. Hey,
Indeed. What a night. You're on mute.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Mike.
You hear me now? So Juneteenth, Thursday. That's a national holiday, man. How many of y'all off work? Y'all working on Juneteenth?
I'm off.
Nope. Off work. Going to Juneteenth celebration at National Harbor.
Federal holiday, man.
National Harbor.
It's federal now.
That's some activities going on.
Oh yeah.
You got some activities going on? What you doing? The harbor? What's it?
I said the National Harbor. They got some National Harbor stuff, activities down National Harbor. I'll be down there with the kids.
He'll be still cleaning up from the parade.
Damn.
Come on, man.
Bizel, what was going on in studio for Juneteenth? I'm on mute still. What the?
Nah. We can hear you. He just ain't saying nothing.
Yo, we had something like a pre-father businesses, small black, like kind of like the theme of the Black Wall Street type of situation. It was pretty cool, man. We had a few vendors out there, dudes with financial literacy. Had some alcohol, beverages, people selling that. We had what else we had? Shirts. We had grilled food. We had painting. Old person dude selling his books. Yeah. It wasn't really a sipping paint. They were sipping though. But they had their little thing. But it was cool, man. We had a lot of good people in there, man. A lot of people came from the old neighborhood. Like I said, it was something beautiful, something definitely to build on. So the next joint we're gonna do like a cook-off. We're gonna do something like a cook-off. And like for the grillers, we're gonna get like 3 or 4 grillers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you know. And that's gonna be
when is that, yo?
It's supposed to be the 27th of July. The 27th of July. And it's still gonna be based black businesses and stuff like that. I got a couple people gonna pull through. Somebody from the radio said they may come through. It's on the radio now. But that's I'm trying to decide if I want to do the whole radio thing before Joey. We did it before at a club before. We had a lot of radio stations in there, so I still had those contacts. But I really wanted to be about black businesses and people supporting each other and stuff like that. Quality black businesses, you know what I mean? That's really doing something. So yeah, man. But the Juneteenth joint, cool. We had shirts, man. We had a lot of shirts, man. Man, everybody was rocking them. They showed us so much love with getting the shirts too, man. I mean,
fantastic,
yeah. It was nice. It was nice, man. Like, and it was off like all positive vibes, man. All positive. We had tents and shit. Tents out there and shit. It was cool, man. Yeah, man. It was real. It was.
I'm sorry I missed it. I was out of town.
Good job and a good event being pulled off. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Then the parade, the low helicopters flew over.
Yeah.
For the parade.
I was going. Where was I going? I was where the hell was I going? Man, think about it. Because remember, I had Jackson Reed's reunion. I mean, I'm sorry, graduation, and then I was on 95 going past Andrews, and I saw all the helicopters and stuff flying.
Did you see in a helicopter?
Huh?
You sucker.
You didn't see Darius?
I'm on the road. They high.
He was out there like this.
It was weird because I haven't seen anything like that since being in the military. Like,
right.
You normally see like
say that again?
Helicopters or something like that, but to see
not right now.
Them forms of helicopters, man, it was It was crazy. They were flying kind of low.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I
I know
think
where I was going. I didn't want to go through DC, so I went 295 Suitland Parkway to get home, and that's where I was when I saw him.
Yeah, so they came that way. They flew over the studio.
Mm-hmm.
It was like was it five or six of them?
No, I saw at least 15
Oh
on the
wow.
highway.
Well, I must have caught it at the end, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
yeah.
was a few.
yeah, I was at a photo shoot, and I snapped one helicopter. I don't know if it was for that, but I did snap
Cap,
one
I was
within my
at a
photos.
family function, Cap.
But you know, being in the military, man, like for real, like I mean, like I wasn't really gung ho on like you know how like them boys like you know like them who boys and stuff like that. I wasn't really like that. But I enjoyed it, man, and I support anything with our military. You know what I mean? With the good intentions. I mean, I like seeing stuff like that, but you know, just what it is. But I really do. You know what I mean? And I don't get all into the flag and stuff like that because like people won't do the flag and all that. But that's another story. But like I still, you know, it's people that fought for this country that really where we have, you know, where made it possible so we could sleep in peace at night, regardless of what's going on now. Regardless of all the crazy madness that was going on, you know, that's going on is stupid. But you know, it's people that gave their lives and really, you know, that flag, you know, it meant something to us. You know what I mean? Especially in these other countries and stuff while we was defending it while civilians was home in the bed. So, I mean,
yeah, you're right.
So I still have, you know, I have hope. It's small hope, but I have hope, and I kind of like. I know we're a young nation and we got so far to go, but I do have hope, and I hope that some humanity will come out pretty soon. But we're in a dark place now, fellas. And I did want to. I wondered, like, okay, so now they going after Hispanics and stuff like that. But what happens? You know, Hispanics aren't the only foreigners here. When it's black and brown people here from other countries that don't have their papers, like what do we do? Like, what happens when, you know, start doing that? You know, like I just worry. Like, is that going to be a thing? Is that a thing?
They're going after everybody. They go regardless, Spanish, African, wherever. They're going after everybody. So just watch out.
So yeah, and if you brown and you don't have your papers and you look like you might be from some other place, you can be held.
Yep.
Well,
You know,
Yep.
and I think about my son all the time. You know, my son damn near 6 feet, special needs. You know what I mean? Out there in the street, he ain't got no ID right now, but I mean, he gonna be in the streets. But hell, we could be in the house. Shit, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, they can come through the house. You're right. They can
I
come
seen another clip where the people wouldn't come down off the roof. The people were standing out there waiting for them, but they wouldn't come off the roof. The workers,
that right?
the workers was on the roof. They was on the roof on the standoff, just up there. We ain't coming down.
Right.
Can you
That's where
imagine
we
that?
are. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
you
you
know,
ain't do
that's-
nothing wrong.
You ain't do nothing. Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit is crazy.
And to touch on it, like it's people. Kevin them touched on it the other week. It's these people that they going after. They're actually working and trying to make something of themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just found out that the dude from the MS-13 or whatever, they got him where in Tennessee now because he came back, but they holding him on charges and shit. The dude that they locked
said
up.
he was smuggling people. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean,
now
the clone, because they killed him already. I mean, the clone, right?
Yeah, Kevin said he was dead. But
yeah.
they said they got him, and they holding him in Tennessee because they said that he was holding people, you know, smuggling people in and out, you know. And a lot like Doug, like across from my parents' house, like I remember when I first came back from Georgia, I was like, man, I saw this. They got this little house. It was like the Coolio car. Y'all remember the Coolio car where everybody getting out the car? It was like, how many people in that car? In the house, man. I know I counted about 20-some people living in and out of that house, dog. But man, I don't know, dog. That shit crazy. So is that smuggling? Is that smuggling people when you have people living people without papers living in your house?
Maybe it's an asylum. They go to an
It's not
asylum.
called smuggling, but I get what you're saying. I mean, it's
Yeah, I'm
illegal.
saying could they
Yes.
consider that?
Could they charge you for it?
Yeah,
What's the charge for that?
I don't know what
What's
the
the
charge is
charge
for
for
that
that?
though.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
that's a
hire
good
an illegal,
question.
that's an offense. But an illegal living with you, I don't know what the charge would be. I don't know what it would be. I don't know the charge. I don't think there is one, but I'm sure they can make something up. They'll
They
find some
will.
reason.
It definitely will.
Yeah.
They say all the
Yeah,
people.
that is harboring. I just looked
It's
it up. It's
harboring?
a federal law. It's a federal law. It makes it illegal to harbor, transport, encourage illegal aliens, or help them remain in the United States. So if you housing them, yeah.
Okay.
Generally
So
means
is that a
providing
form of
shelter.
smuggling? Is that a form?
Harboring
Sure.
generally means providing shelter or assistance to an undocumented individual. So yeah,
Damn.
And
fines
so
and imprisonment.
And my guy, he told me, he was like, when he moved over here from El Salvador and when he bought his home, he was telling me, he was like, well, all of them lived in a house together and they worked. Joey Noah and Carlos, they worked and then they all went separate ways. They bought houses and then the next one moved out. They helped each other get a house and then they helped each other get a house.
Oh,
But
you
they
talking
all
about the
lived in
job.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yo, why the hell did I Google that, man? They might be looking at me.
Yeah. You are coming up in that jump. Who you are, bro?
Why the hell did I Google that shit? Why did I Google that?
All you're doing is describing is the immigrant mentality. I mean, it's not just Latinos doing that.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but
you know,
I understand that. I mean, I know
do that shit with nail shop.
Asians do it too, but I'm just saying. I was speaking on what he told me because I was like, man, I went to his house. I was like, dog, you got a nice house, man. He said, yeah, man. When I moved over here, I was such and such, and he was like, we all stayed over my sister's house. We all stayed together, you know. And he was like, man, and then she helped me get a house, and then I helped my brother get a house, and you know what I'm saying. So he was just breaking it down to me because I was in the car spending time with him, you know, and he was telling me his story, and he said that's how we do, you know. So,
all right,
good stuff, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love you, fellas, but
So, yeah. So
happy Juneteenth.
So yeah, happy Juneteenth to everybody. You know, hope
Happy Juneteenth,
hope you all
man.
can do something to celebrate it,
Exactly.
man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know, hug on your loved ones, spend time with them. You know,
be black,
be black, be proud to be black.
That's right. But yeah, that's all right, man. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Yeah. Get in the comments. We'll respond to all of them, man. And we're gonna be back in better next week. When we gonna be back in studio?
Next week.
Next week, this week.
Saturday. Next week.
All right.
The
20, all right, peace and love.
28th, 27th, 27th.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, peace and love.
Later.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Right.
He was drawing that the whole time.
In Florida next week. I'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
I feel like you used
to. Man, enjoy Florida.
Enjoy Florida.
Yeah, and I'll be